I have a problem. Welcome to day 8 of this Let's Play. I think it's day, I'm honestly already losing track. Today I want to talk about language, specifically the English language. If you are a fellow American like me, you'll understand that English sucks. English sucks a lot. And for me, my big problem that I have is I just can't communicate right. And I've already kind of established this in my other videos, but mainly filler words. Filler words are a big problem that I have, that I have just a problem in general. And I can't find a way to combat it. It's a really weird, it's really weird. Like, every single time I'm trying to, find a way to combat my filler words, it's just, it always ends in a very, it doesn't end the way I want it to. So I never really have a chance to, I say combat, but I never really have a chance to get rid of my bad habit of using filler words, a lot. And I really noticed this when looking back at my recordings. I'm like, wow, I am literally the opposite of an opera. I mean, hell, someone could pay me to say those filler words. And I kind of just laugh it off now, but it is kind of a problem that I need to hurdle over. And I don't really, I hate it, and there you go again with the filler words. I have to catch myself in the act and then pause and then recess what I'm talking about. And if you're kind of sitting there well, it's kind of dumb. It's why you got to worry about it so much? So what if you have a lot of filler words? It's fine to a certain extent. But if I'm gonna sit there and have 50 billion filler words, you start to tend to give off this image and this kind of, yeah, you give off this image of you're not educated, almost, in a sense. And it's really bad, especially when you're trying to go for job interviews. Oh boy, let me tell you. Yeah, job interviews are the bane of my existence. Alright, let's catch my breath real quick. I hate going to job interviews simply due to the fact that I'm worried about how I sound, how I speak, and that's common with everybody. But for me, oh, I die. There's a little part of me inside my body that just dies every time I have to go in for another interview. That's a lot of saddles. Do I really need this many saddles? Yes, I do. Actually had to tell my brother beforehand that I was recording. Sorry if I might cut that part out real quick, them talking. Actually, I probably should, being a good, actually edit my videos properly. That's something that I just don't do. I really don't need this many saddles. But it's I want them all. Thank you. But, back onto the subject at hand. Yes, I do, yeah, I just have a problem with the English language. I've had a beef with the English language for my entire life. And as someone who speaks 2 languages now and who's lived in Japan, I swear to you, I speak better in Japanese than my native tongue. I hate it. I hate it so much, and I don't understand why. Oh, I was actually about to slap you. I don't understand why English has to be so hard. I think I've just made it hard throughout the years, or maybe I'm just tripping. I just don't know. Even other foreigners, even people who don't have English as their native tongue, they say it's weird and hard. I'm not the only one. So, and it's just such a weird thing, to just, I don't know, just being bilingual, blah, 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 blah. Speaking a multitude of languages, it's fun, but there's also another problem that comes with it. And my main point is when I did live in Japan, I lived with some of my Japanese friends over there. They let me stay at their place, and I got to hang out and meet some of their family members as well. And as such, I would speak to them in Japanese because a lot of them, of course, didn't know English because they didn't need to study it, or they didn't study it as my friend did. And I would speak to them. And the crazy thing about being bilingual, and actually, do I want that helmet? Yeah, I do. The crazy thing about it is, and this is gonna sound dumb when I say it, when you speak in another language, their words mean like completely different. And what I mean by this is, you'll sit there and you'll like. I was sitting at the dinner table, talking to my friend's mother, and we were just going back and forth in Japanese. And by definition, she was asking me, "Hey, how was the food?" And I kept telling her it was really good, or it was like it was good. And by definition, I was saying it was good. Now there is other ways of saying that when you're at the dinner table, but I like for me. I just simply said it was good. And by definition, it was like, oh yeah, I said it. But to her, she had a completely different reaction from what I told her. And I was taken aback. I was like, whoa, that's not the reaction I wanted. She kind of gave me a weird look. And she didn't understand how to take it, I think. Like, that's kind of what she gave off when I told her, when I spoke to her, and I told her, like, the food was good. But it wasn't the reaction that I seemed to look out for. And this goes and excuse me. This goes into the whole subject of it's not about what you say, it's about what people hear. And I'm finally really understanding what that means. Well, not finally, because I figured it out when I went over there to Japan. I just hate English. Have I said I hate English yet? No, you get back here, guy. I hate you. Oh, sirree. Thank you. Actually, you know what? For the next episode, I might go and find the end portal because I actually do want to. I have a cool idea for the end portal. I might go and make that into like the next base. I want to make a multitude of bases during this Let's Play. Kind of one that represents each biome or just a different theme. Go as we continue forward. But as of right now, I just want to get a whole thing started. I want to get all my resources gathered as well, simply because we just started and we still have 300 plus more episodes to go. So I might as well kind of have a game plan for later on. Can you just not shoot me? I was completely fine, calm, and collected. Nothing, only manly screams over here. What can I say? So, oh my god, I'm like trying to drink. Like, you guys spawn at the worst times plausible. Yeah, get out of here, frickin' fricker. So, excuse you. So I would sit there and it's just so weird too, because you can tie a lot into just language in general. Like, language is such a unique thing, and you know, I would say that if you know another language, you're twice as smart as you were when you didn't know that language. And it's not that you're actually smarter. Well, I mean, you are smarter because you know the language. It's not that you doubled your intelligence or you doubled your knowledge simply because you learned a language. No, you opened up your ability to communicate information to a different demographic than you previously were able to. And that's such a powerful tool when you sit back and you're like, wow, okay, I can communicate with another group of people simply because I can speak their language. And it doesn't sound crazy at first, but when you really step back and like, I recommend learning a language. If you're sitting here and you only know one language, and I assume you know English because, you're listening to me. But if you're sitting there and you only know one language, or heck, if you know like 2 or 3, but you want to learn another one, I highly recommend just going for it and just learning, or at least tackling it, and see if you enjoy it, because it was such a big experience learning Japanese, and actually being able to use it when I did live in Japan. It was such an eye-opening experience, and I highly recommend doing it. It's amazing, and that's kind of the whole point of me making this video, is kind of me just talking about how cool it is speaking 2 languages, but also just the fact that I hate English, and I could care less for it. Actually, you know what? I haven't been hating on English as much. Let's go back to hating on English, because honestly, me and all my homies hate English. Especially I do, because I can't speak the damn language. Well, actually, I really have nothing to talk smack about it anymore. Actually, you know what? I will say the grammar is crazy. Grammar is at this point of the video. This is just gonna be me yapping aimlessly, so bear with me. No, I have I've always had a problem with ELA. Especially in college, but in school in general. Oh, I hated ELA because I just didn't speak. I couldn't even speak a lick of English properly anyway, and I couldn't even write. Like, if I couldn't even speak the language, how was I supposed to write in the language? And I love writing. In fact, I take some time out of my day to just write. And I really enjoy it, even if it's not like 100% like right grammar wise, or like, all the literature nerds out there are gonna be like, well, you didn't properly use a comma or a period right here. I understand it's a necessity to do that, but I just you really, just let me write in peace. I'm getting my point across, aren't I? But I understand the importance of actually learning and understanding a language properly and being able to portray yourself in a proper manner. But I don't like English. It sucks. Why do I need to, I'm glad I was born in the money-making region of the world where English is the powerhouse of money making, for at least language wise anyway. Why? I couldn't have had a simple one like Korean. That's simple enough. Actually, believe it or not, you can learn the Korean alphabet. You can learn the Korean alphabet in like 5 minutes, no joke. In fact, I'll actually link the video in the description if you actually want to check it out. But yeah, anyway, I really got nothing more for this video. You know what? In fact, instead of you watching me walk around aimlessly, I'm gonna end it here. A little bit of a short one. Again, actually, well, I say that for everyone, but honestly, this is becoming the average length is 10 to 20 minutes. So, I take that back. I resent my statement from just 2 seconds ago. thank you for getting this far. If you've even watched this far, if you've enjoyed me yapping about random shite, go check out my other videos from my previous days. Again, this has been day 8. Thank you again. It means a lot for me that you even got this far and listen to me yap this much. Hopefully there wasn't as many filler words because, again, I am combating that freaking thing because I don't want to look at this recording and just cry because I keep saying, or but, or this or that. But, anyhow, thank you again. It means a lot. Hope you have a good day. Peace.